Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, theRealShotzie. Hope everybody's been having a good week. Not sure what's going on with my internet and this video. This is like the third time I've been up here, but we're not going to let that stop us, okay? Anyway, I hope everybody has been having a good week. It's been kind of a long week for me, a little crazy. Just, a busy schedule. And, not that I mind it because I like being busy. That means that I'm staying out of trouble. But yeah, it's just been, crazy, going to bed late, getting up early. And it's like, just when you think, okay, I got a moment to myself, nope, something else pops up. So it's been one of those kind of weeks. But again, like I said, I like being busy. But I hope everybody has been having a good week and you haven't been stressing about anything. One of my favorite mottos is don't stress about anything you can't do nothing about. And it's the truth. You can't do something about it, so why stress about it? Kind of just throw it in the back seat of the car and just keep it moving until you can do something about it. So, luckily and yeah, kind of at the same time, unfortunately, I've been able to do something about everything in my life going on right now. So, but, like I said, busy is good. That means I'm not in jail. So, but anyway, I hope that you guys have been, smooth sailing this week and not getting in any trouble and, spreading the love and the warmth of, the fall weather setting in. It was a lovely day today, just a beautiful fall day. The wind was streaming and the leaves was blowing and it was a nice balmy 77 degrees. So I am digging the fall weather. I love fall weather. I love cold weather. I'm ready for some snow, which means I may have to move somewhere else in order to get snow because Atlanta doesn't really get snow, but that's okay. So, but I'm ready to start layering up, putting on my turtlenecks and my fur boots, and it'd be okay because it's cold outside, So, but for all my fall heads out there, the season is upon us. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's been a crazy week, and actually the next few weeks for me will be kind of crazy. So next week I will actually be on the West Coast. So don't worry, guys, all my adoring fans out there. I will still be logging on. I'll just be maybe a couple of minutes late just because, of that time zone difference. But don't cry for me, Argentina. I will still be here. So fret not. I won't ever leave your sides unless somebody offers me a huge check. And then I may have to hire somebody to fill in for me. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, so next week's going to be, kind of a crazy schedule for me, definitely with being on the West Coast and trying to, make sure I log in on this time zone. So y'all pray for me. I need prayers anyway, because y'all know it's kind of, scrambled up there. But yeah, just pray for me that I make it through these next few weeks. So if you haven't been watching the news, which I don't, so you're probably wondering, how am I getting this information anyway? Hurricane Nicole is moving in. I need to recheck the path that she is currently on. But I know she just hit Bermuda. There was a lot of damage done. I'm not sure if there were any deaths or not. So we definitely want to keep our prayers up for those people. I tell you, this is like one of the worst times of the year with all these hurricanes coming through and tornadoes and just really doing some serious damage. Almost makes you want to think about building, a armored house, something that can withstand the winds and the rains, something made of steel. Is that crazy? I don't think so, but I'm not an architect, so let's not ask me. But yeah, so we definitely want to keep a lookout for that. Hopefully it does not make landfall and it just kind of dissipates out there and goes away. But, definitely keep those people in your prayers and, go from there. So the weekend is coming up. Don't know what you guys have planned, but I will be like crazy busy. So I'm looking forward to it. Got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So, doing some table reads and stuff like that. So definitely, trying to get busy. And it's actually the opposite. This time of the year normally slows down for a lot of stuff. And, for me, it actually starts to pick up. So I'm going to need a lot of coffee. So, but yeah, so there are certain topics that I just try not to touch on, just because sometimes no matter what you say or read or hear, it doesn't change a person's opinion. And so my opinion may not vibe with you, and vice versa. Your opinion may not vibe with me. I personally am definitely all for free speech. Everybody is entitled to their opinions. And even though I may not agree to it or agree with it, it's still your opinion. So I still have to respect that. That's your mind process. That's your thought pattern, whatever the case may be. But y'all, let's talk about this election, shall we? I really, really, really try to avoid this topic because honestly, I feel like this year it's been a joke. I feel like it has been a straight up love and hip hop political version, like straight up, like a love and hip hop politicians. So it's been focused more on the jokes and the candor than it has been the topics and the issues that are plaguing this country. And that frightens me. I don't know about nobody else, but that kind of worries me a little bit, So it's like, I honestly, when it comes to politics, I'm an atheist. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I just care about what's going to be best for the people. What are you going to do that's going to help the American people? What are you going to do that's going to make a change and put that change into effect? That's what I care about. And whoever happens to have the best laid plan, even though we know they all just talk, that's who I consider the front runner. So, in most of the elections, every now and then I tune into like a debate here and there, or, watch some stuff about them or whatever. And when it's time to, go to the elections, I do my homework and I look at their points of views and where they stand and what are they wanting to accomplish and planning to accomplish and what do they want to change, so forth and so on. And then, okay, that's who I'm going for. But this year, I feel like we could nominate damn Hulk Hogan and be better off. Like, for real. It's like, is there a such thing as the lesser of the two evils? I don't love Hillary, but I don't care for Trump. So it's like, what do you do? And there was the one thing that I did like about Bernie is that he focused on the people. He focused on their views. He just didn't have the supporters, which, really kind of sucks. But, I think that there's been so much focus on, Hillary and these doggone emails, Trump and his idiotic, mouthpiece. Because let's face it, the man does not have a political bone in his body. And I mean, even several of the people in his camp have turned against him. And it's like, that kind of scares me a lot. And so it's like, if we go with Hillary, what are we looking at? Is there going to be a change? There's been talk that she says the right things to get the votes in, and then she flip-flops. And then there's been times where it's like, no, Hillary's good. She's just saying what she needs to say to get the people to support her in her back pocket. And then once she gets in there, then she's going to, go back to what we like about her. Okay. And then there's Trump. And it's like, Trump has made billions of dollars, throughout his life. He's also lost it too. I mean, the man has filed bankruptcy like how many times? And we want to put him in charge of the country. Not to mention that Trump has the knack to open his mouth. And when that happens, he spews such ridiculous stuff. And it kind of makes you wonder, if Trump is elected, will we be looking at World War III? Because he does not know how to talk to people. He says what comes to his mind. He says what's on his mind. And don't get me wrong, I respect someone that can say what's on their mind, but there is a tactic to saying said things that are on your mind. Because it's like, you can't go to another country and say, you're stupid, we're not going to support you. No, you can't do that. So it just really scares me to think of either hands that our country will be left in, and what it means for us. So personally, I think that we should just be, left alone. You know how parents leave the kids home for the weekend because, they're going on their little parent trip, and you got the kids at home for the weekend. And you know what? This is your opportunity to see what you do. See if you screw this up. That way we know if we got to monitor you or not. And I know that's not going to happen. And I know even if that did happen, hell, we'd probably end up in World War IV and V after that. But yeah, it just really worries me as far as these two candidates, because they're more focused on the punchline than they are on the politics. And it's like, what do you do? And I swear to God, if I see one more news broadcast on Hillary and these doggone emails, either y'all gonna charge the woman or let it go. Like, okay, look, y'all persecuted her or whatever you've done, and it's in the public. Everybody knows about it now. Move on. And then you've got Trump with these new allegations with these women that are jumping out and claiming that he, assaulted them. Now, here's my thought on that. And it relates to the whole Bill Cosby scenario as well. Where have these women been? And I'm not saying that this did not happen. I'm saying, where have they been? Because I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. If I've been assaulted, I'm bringing your behind down. Believe that. I wouldn't care if I got to sleep in front of your house and do it. You're going down. And you see so many stories of these NFL stars that are brought up on assault charges and rape charges. So it's like, how did Bill Cosby and Donald Trump escape so long without being accused? So y'all know I like to play devil's advocate. I'm not saying that these women are lying or anything, but it just kind of makes you question the whole storyline, because it's like, okay, he's running for president. It's just kind of funny how all these stories just start popping out. So, but nonetheless, not to judge Trump's character, but honestly, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, he's walking around talking about grabbing women's hoo-has. So that type of behavior from him just wouldn't surprise me, but it just does kind of make you wonder, like, why is this popping out all of a sudden just because he's running for the campaign? And then the focus goes back to what is going on in his life and not with his campaign. Can we focus that the man does not know how to have a discussion without getting upset or cussing or throwing, dirty names or barbs? And it's like with Hillary, y'all, honestly, I think we're kind of screwed. I think we're kind of screwed. I think we should just all meet up and go buy an island and move there and have a governor, something like that, small, and just move there and live there and be happily ever after. Because either way, it's going to be very interesting to see how this country fares for the next 4 years with either one of them. So, like I said, I try to avoid it, but it's just right there in my face. So if I had to pick, honestly, I would say Hillary is more qualified than Trump. just because of her graduate degree. You know, she's been in politics all her life. You know, she was in the White House when Bill was in an office. She's been the senator of New York. Trump has just run the Apprentice show. So if we have to get down to the nitty gritty, then, you know, I would say Hillary is a more qualified candidate. I wouldn't necessarily say she's a better candidate, but we'll see what happens on election day. So y'all make sure, you know, I know it's like, okay, I don't even want to pick someone, but I think it's better to vote and have your voice heard than not at all. So definitely still get out there and vote. Worst case scenario, whoever gets in office, we don't like them, we can impeach them. That's still a rule. So, but yeah, so that was my one touch on politics, because I don't know enough about it, and this sounds so bad. Don't really care enough about it, especially right now, just because it's just, again, like I said, it's like watching Love and Hip Hop of politics, and it's like a joke. So I can't even watch a debate without being disgusted, because it's like I watch it and they're more focused on whose jest is better versus what your actual political views are. So, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I hope everybody has had a good week, and I hope you have something fun and calm and relaxing planned for the weekend. If you don't, plan something. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting weekend for me. Isn't there another debate coming up? Yeah. Anyway. So again, y'all, next week I will be on the West Coast. I will still be logging in. I just may be a few minutes late, like I'm ever on time. I'm gonna get better about that, y'all, for real. I promise I am. But yeah, so I will be on the West Coast. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, problems, or issues, probe-ish condurments, as I like to call them, hit me up on IG. I've got all my other handles up there for Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Definitely let me know your questions, comments, concerns. If you have something that you want to talk about, I'm not afraid to talk about anything, but let's keep it PG-ish. You know, this is a live platform. I don't know who's watching. So, but yeah, you know, I want to know what's on your mind, and, you know, I want to know how's life, you know? Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. You just need somebody to vent to. Like my girlfriend called me earlier today, and I picked up, hello? And she did that for like 5 minutes straight. And all I did was just sit there and listen. And she was like, okay, that was my rant for the day. All right, you feel better? Good. That's all we care about. So if you have something that you want to rant about or something that you want to talk about, definitely hit me up on IG, theRealShotzie, and DM me. Let me know. I've got my other handles up there for Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Let me know what's going on in your world. You know, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to hear? Haven't decided what I'm going to talk about next week, but you know me, it's always going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens. But, so the season finale of our web series, The Friend Zone, aired today. And like I said, your girl was in there showing out. So definitely check that out. That is also on my page. It's not on my IG page. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that up there. IG is so complicated. Why is that? But anyway, you can go to whythefriendzone.com, which is WHY. And you can catch all of the episodes. There's only 8 episodes. They're all about 12 minutes or less. We are definitely loving our following. So definitely subscribe. We are looking forward to season 2. There's going to be a whole lot more drama, baby. And your girl is going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So as always, don't stress about anything you can't do nothing about. It's not worth the energy. You know what's worth the energy? Walking into your kitchen. You know what is also worth the energy? Looking in your cabinet and finding something that you didn't really know you had, but it's in there. And it's like, oh my God, I want that. You didn't even know you wanted it, but now you want it. and you have it. That's what you stress about. Everything else, throw it in your backseat, keep it moving, and spread some love, some positivity in the world. Do something nice. I didn't cuss not one person out today. That was my nice thing for today. Isn't that crazy? I'm getting good, y'all. I'm like getting so good. I'm being such a good girl. I'm so proud of myself. So, but yeah, spread love, be positive. Y'all find something exciting to do this weekend. I think it's supposed to be pretty good weather. So definitely get out before it starts getting too cold, because I hibernate. I don't know about everybody else, but I do hibernate during the winter. I hibernate during the summer too, because it'd be too hot outside. So I probably never leave my house, but that's okay. So, but get out, do something with some friends, some family, have some quality time with folks. Don't be like me and just hang with Mother Nature. As fun as it is, it starts to get a little lonely. Okay, that's a lie. I barely have time to hang with him, but I'm pretty sure he misses me. But I will be on the West Coast next week, so I will see y'all then. Have a great weekend. Stay out of trouble. If I show up on Tuesday, that means I'm not in jail, which means you should not be either. All right, y'all. Love you. Be you. Do you. Oh, and rest in peace and many prayers and blessings to Tommy Ford's wedding family. That was a very sad thing to hear. Man, Tommy, man, now I have no more reason to say I got a job. So that was very sad to hear. I'm pretty sure that, his friends and family are definitely going through it, being that he had just got out of surgery and, he was feeling fine and ready to get up and start some new things. I think he had something going on here in Atlanta. So definitely prayers and blessings out to him. Prayers and blessings out to Bermuda and anyone who is in the path of Hurricane Nicole. She has been downgraded, thank goodness. But you still want to keep an eye out for her. So hopefully she'll dissipate out there in the sea somewhere, and then we can move forward. And yeah, just, y'all stay safe, have fun, live life, love you, be you, do you. I'll see y'all next time around. Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Love y'all.